Let's dive into something real big, and it's really addressing survival mode, because a lot of business owners don't even realize that they're still operating in survival mode. As I said, accomplished women doing the things, second, third businesses, all the things, and don't realize that the mode that they're operating from is actually what's stifling growth. It's stifling creativity, etc., etc., etc. So I want to challenge you with this question first. And the question is, what would your life feel like if you didn't have to brace for it? So because you're living in a state of survival mode, you're bracing. So I'm not talking about hustling harder or achieving more things. And the other side of survival mode is steadiness. And that's where we want to be, because it will allow you to make decisions slower because you're grounded, right? It will allow you to expand your income calmly from a state of calm. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and it's saying if you're ever feeling rushed, that you're not aligned. If you're ever feeling like you have to do something now, there's a state of urgency based on something that you've created, then it means you're not in alignment. So when you're thinking about expanding income, it will allow you to do that from a calm place, because we're not desperate. It's just fitting. Things are working out. It's just fitting. It's just aligning, right? And that will also allow you to rest without scanning for issues, without scanning for problems, without scanning to see what fires are breaking out, and without you having to brace for something like that, which means you're also going to be celebrating without waiting for the next shoe to drop. Your celebration can be a true celebration where you're able to feel calm on the inside. And here's what it used to cost me to be in survival mode. And the thing is, I could achieve the things, but I couldn't exhale. And I'll be honest with you, from time to time, I do get here where I'm achieving, but I can't exhale because my brain is always waiting for the next, right? And it cost me travel. I could travel, but I couldn't settle. It was hard to be in the moment and just relax. And I could build something great. I mean, my brain is very creative, but I couldn't. But you're not rushing. You're taking the time to analyze and figure out and find out what you need to know, instead of, as I said, moving in that state of urgency, because it usually means that you're in survival mode. You're not aligned. And the shift also feels like not assuming tension is normal. There was a state and time where I was like constantly tense. And I've spoken to my clients about this as well, where because you're a client, you're a entrepreneur, there's a natural tenseness that exists because this is how you live. This is how you pay your bills. This is how you feed your family. This is how you pay for medical expenses. So that tension is just constantly with you. But it's actually not something that's normal. It's not normal. Okay? And we'll maybe dive into like a full episode on that specifically later. But the other side of survival feels like when you're able to sit in silence without solving something. You're able to sit and enjoy your family, your business, XYZ, and just enjoying it without having to jump into helper mode, survival mode, fix it mode, future casting, all those type of things. Looking at your I have the word, but it's slipping me. So never mind. We'll go back to that. So if you're ready for that, not an urgent life, because urgency means you're out of alignment, then you got to pre-order the book. The goal is to get you to move from survival mode and allow yourself to live and breathe. Because we can't live like that. As you're aging, that's going to put wear on tear on your body, the organs, your mind, all the things. If you want to go deeper, check out my podcast for more.